Hey superstars, welcome to the Get Rich Without Being a Bitch podcast, and I am your host Vanessa for this journey. We're going to be challenging some stereotypes, shattering glass ceilings, really looking at what it takes to live richly and to design a business that's going to support the life that you really want to be living. I'm going to be sharing lots of tips, tools, and strategies along the way, and I can't wait for you to join me on this journey. Hey superstars, welcome to another episode of Get Rich Without Being a Bitch. And today we're answering another question that's come in from Taylor. I really like this one because Taylor says, 2 questions. How do I know when I'm ready for a coach? And what are the sorts of qualities that you look for in your coaching clients? So I love that. And I want to unpack them. So how do I know when I'm ready for a coach? Honestly, if I believe in coaching so much, I think everybody can benefit from coaching. I really do. I also believe that most people could benefit from therapy. I really do. Like, work on ourselves, work on those things, expand ourselves, have somebody that can give us objective feedback, have a sounding board, right? All of those good things. Frankly, somebody that would challenge our mindset as well. So I truly come from that camp. I'm so passionate about coaching myself. Again, I've been in this industry now for pretty much 20 years. That is kind of my fundamental. Now, the reality is many people don't want to seek therapy. Many people don't want to have outside help, right? So now we have to come back to, like, for those of you that are like, no, I want to have outside help. I want to improve myself. But how do I know when I'm ready? What I have found on the whole, and I'll give you some distinctions to this, is if I'm really thinking about it, that I want to have some help, is how do I know I'm ready? Is do I have some goals that I'm not achieving and or I would like to accelerate the achievement of those, right? If there's some things that are just not making sense, or I've been wanting to do this for a while, it's not happening, or it's not happening at the speed that I want it to, that is often a really great indicator, right, that you're ready for coaching. If you are wanting to improve yourself, you are somebody that is actively looking at, how can I be a better leader? How can I acknowledge that there's skill sets that I'm lacking? I want to learn. I want to become more self-aware, right? I want to be like leaning into what I want to create, my desires for my future. And I know that I'm holding myself back in some places and I'm slowing myself down. It's like I've got my foot on the gas and the accelerator at the same time. Again, these are great places for coaching. Knowing what you want as well. This is something that often women that come to us, they'll say, I'm pretty clear on what I want. Like, I know what these goals are, but I'm not sure how to get there, right? I don't have the roadmap. I'm not entirely sure of what I should do first. Like, is there a sequence of all of these decisions and things that I need to be implementing? That, again, is a great place for coaching. Especially inside of, again, different coaches, and not to get into the way different coaches work, but in our Business Growth Academy, there is a sequence of things that have to happen in the right order, right? So oftentimes clients are coming to us and they're saying, I lack the roadmap. And we have to direct to say, yes, and this is the roadmap, because we know that in order to get to the place that you want to get to, there are certain things, right, that need to be put in place first. And you might not have even thought of those, right? Or you might have started with the wrong things in mind and then wondered why things weren't working. And so that collaborative process is really important. So I think those are some of the indicators, right, that just indicate that you are ready for coaching. Now, the next piece is, are you coachable, right? So Taylor asked this question, and it's really a really great question. Like, what are some of the qualities we look for in our coaching clients? One of them is most definitely that coachability. If somebody comes to us, and what do I mean by that, right? I do need to unpack that. It's a very coachy term. Sometimes we are looking for help or we kind of pretend that we're looking for help. And really what we're doing is we just want somebody to validate that we're doing, the way we're doing it is the right way and it's the only way. We've got our own agenda and we're really not open to input and feedback from somebody else. We're kind of looking just for that, I just want to reinforce what I'm already doing. That is not coachability, okay? Coaching has to be about being open to new possibilities. Are you open to expanding your mindset? Are you open to looking at where you limit yourself? Are you open to some direct feedback, right? Because as a coach, there are times when we're going to give very direct feedback on what we see. Got a lot of experience that we're bringing to the table. Are you actually open to that? And are you ready to receive that? Are you ready to co-create together with your coaches around that future, those new possibilities, as opposed to it just being kind of your own ideas and your way? Now, I will tell you that for many times in the Business Growth Academies, there are many times when our role is to sort of pull out those ideas, right? That you're sitting with some ideas, they've been on a back burner, some bigger desires, and you just haven't been working on them. And what we want to do is kind of elicit that from you and then start to put some structure around it, right? So that you can actually put it in place in your business and in your life. But I still call that that's a co-created relationship, right? And co-created ideas. So those are some of those things about, how coachable are you? Listen, coaching is all about change. And change can be scary for some people. Some people are like, yeah, bring it. I am so ready to transform. I want to transform things. I want to make changes. I want to bring about these positive changes. And some other people are like, no, I don't want to bring about change. I'm okay the way I am, right? So again, if you're not in that change and growth mindset, coaching is not going to be a good place for you. So I love Taylor's question. And it's really got me thinking about, what are the qualities that we look for? Of course, that coachability, I've kind of unpacked that. We typically are not working with brand new business owners either. Like the business owners that we work with have been in business for a while. They're already generating revenue. It gives us more to work with. That's where we can really work on lots of different things and make some great changes as well. The qualities of being open, being honest, right? And vulnerable about what's working and what's not working. Because we're not in somebody's business all day long. Like we can't really see. We get these snapshots through conversations and through our retreats. And so that's also really important, right? In that coaching relationship is this person going to be open? Are they going to be vulnerable? Are they going to be honest about what's going on and come from that place? Now, I'm very fortunate that we know now how to screen for that in the academy. Those are the types of women that we attract. These are the women that want to be having the real conversations and they don't want to be pretending that they've got it all worked out and buttoned up. And we're kind of not sharing more authentically. So that's really important as well. One of the other attributes as well, Taylor, because we believe in the power of community in terms of supporting business growth, is, are you going to be generous in your sharing? Are you going to share with other members in our community of what's working for you, mistakes that you made, right? Pour into them, be support, be that sounding board when they need it, because we know that, again, that's really, really important. It's not just the coaching, it's the community. It's one of the things that our clients say to us so much. They say, this is just an amazing community. And I can't believe, the feedback, the tools, the sharing, the insights that I get from other members. So that generosity and kind of wholeheartedness is something that we are looking for in our community. And other qualities for sure, even though here on the podcast, yes, there's a lot, we talk about money and getting rich. The women that we work with, that is not their first priority. And again, this is not about, I'm just here for the money. In fact, I actually don't think I've ever even heard that in our community. It just doesn't exist. But it's about women that want to make a positive difference, right? They are motivated by doing meaningful work, making a positive contribution in their communities and really paying it forwards. So yes, those are some of the qualities that we are looking for. And the other piece of this is, are you fun to work with, right? Like, we don't want everything to be heavy. We believe that building businesses, even the personal development work that we do, the personal leadership work, we like to keep those things held lightly and bring some levity and fun to the table because we don't believe it has to be heavy, hard work, right? So again, those are the qualities that you're bringing and or wanting to have more of those shining through for yourself. So Taylor, I hope that helps. I love that question because honestly, I really haven't been asked that question for a really long time. So it kind of got me thinking today about some of the things that, I now take for granted because they're in place in our business, but it's really great to have those conversations. And if you are considering coaching, if you are like, I'm ready, I want to take my business to the next level, then we'd love to have a conversation with you. Please reach out. You can always reach out to us by email, vanessa@businessgrowthacademy.com. You can find us on the main Instagram, Facebook. We're on LinkedIn. You can message us. Let's have a conversation, right? And find out what it is that you're looking for help with. And if we've got the tools and the roadmap to help you, then we'll chat about what that looks like. But yeah, it starts with you actually reaching out in the first place and saying, hey, I'm ready and I'm certainly interested. And as always, if you've enjoyed hearing about this today, share this with women in your community and please leave a positive review on your favorite platforms where you're listening to this. It helps us reach more women and make a bigger difference and an impact in the women's business communities.